Lucas, can I tell you something a little embarrassing?
You can, Ava, but now I am interested, so please do not stop halfway.
Okay, last weekend I talked with a few old friends. I was having a nice day, drinking coffee, feeling calm, and then everybody started sharing good news.
That sounds harmless, but your face says it became dangerous very quickly.
It did. One friend got a better job, one booked a trip, one started a small business, and another said she now goes to the gym 5 days a week.
Wow, 4 kinds of success in one conversation? That is a lot for one cup of coffee.
Exactly. And 10 minutes later, I was sitting there thinking, Ava, what have you actually done with your life this month?
But were you unhappy before they told you all that?
Not at all. That is the weird part. My life did not change, but my mood changed immediately.
So their good news did not hurt your life, it just made your brain start checking your life.
Yes, apparently my happiness had very weak security that day.
I understand. I met a younger guy recently who had a good job, cooked every day, worked out, and was learning Spanish.
Oh no, I know you. You probably went home and planned a completely new personality.
I almost did. Suddenly I wanted a new career, better cooking skills, bigger muscles, and a second language.
Lucas, one man made pasta and you started questioning your whole future.
I know. The pasta felt very personal.
Okay, that is exactly what we are talking about today. Why does someone else moving forward sometimes make us feel like we are standing still?
And why do we compare ourselves even when we were feeling perfectly fine 5 minutes earlier?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Modern English Podcast, where we practice easy, natural English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Ava.
And I'm Lucas, the man who nearly changed his life because another man knew how to cook dinner.
Strong introduction. Today, we are talking about comparing ourselves with friends, coworkers, people our age, and people online.
We'll keep the English clear and simple. If we use a harder word, we'll explain it naturally. And later, we'll have a short word tour.
But first, Lucas, I want to ask you something. Why do friends sometimes affect us more than famous people?
I think it's because friends feel closer to our own life. If a famous actor buys a huge house, I don't really care. But if your old classmate buys a nice apartment, suddenly you start doing math in your head.
Exactly. You remember sitting in the same classroom, eating the same terrible cafeteria food, and now they're buying property?
And your brain says, wait, we were both confused in math class. How are you ahead of me now?
Yes, it feels more personal because you think you started near the same place.
I've felt that with age, too. Someone says, I'm 28 and I already have this, this, and this, and people only hear the number 28.
Right. Then they think, I'm 28 too, so why am I not there?
But two people can have the same age and completely different lives.
One person may start working early, another studies longer. One has family support, another needs to support their family.
One lives in a cheaper place, another lives somewhere expensive. One knows their goal early, another changes direction later.
So same age does not mean same starting point.
Starting point means where your journey begins. If two people begin in different places, their progress will naturally look different.
That sounds obvious when we say it slowly, but we forget it when we compare.
We really do. And I think we make comparison even harder by creating a perfect person in our heads.
A perfect person? Explain that before I become worried. Imagine I know one woman who is very successful at work. Another is very fit. Another travels a lot. Another has a beautiful home.
I already do not like where this is going.
Okay, then I know someone who is confident, someone who is stylish, and someone who is very organized.
And your brain mixes all of them together?
Exactly. Suddenly, I'm comparing myself with one impossible woman who has the best part of 6 different people.
Ava, that's painfully accurate. I do the same thing with men.
Let me guess. Great career, perfect body, amazing house, confident, funny, and somehow he can fix a broken sink.
Yes, the sink part is especially rude.
Can he cook too?
Of course he can cook. My imagination clearly has no respect for me.
Does he speak Spanish?
Please stop making him stronger, Ava.
Sorry, but that's the point. Sometimes we feel like we are losing to a person who doesn't even exist.
We collect the best pieces from many people and then ask why we can't be all of those things at once.
And nobody can win every category: career, money, fitness, relationships, travel, style, hobbies, home, confidence. There are too many.
Don't forget plants.
Why plants?
Because successful people online always seem to have huge, healthy plants.
That is strangely true.
I can't keep one small plant alive, Ava. Then I see someone with a beautiful home and an indoor jungle. It feels aggressive.
Maybe the plant is running the business.
Honestly, that would explain a lot.
Another big area is relationships. People see a friend get engaged and suddenly feel late, even if they were fine being single one day earlier.
Or they see another couple move in together and start asking if their own relationship is moving too slowly.
Yes, we start using other people's relationships like a clock.
But being early is not the same as being happy. Being with the right person matters more than being first.
That sounded very serious, Lucas.
It was just a general thought.
A very thoughtful general thought.
I have those sometimes, Ava.
I know. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. This is a big day for me.
I also notice couple posts online sometimes. They can make a normal relationship look boring.
You notice couple posts a lot?
Why are you asking that like a detective?
I'm not. I'm asking for the audience.
Nice try, Lucas. Let's stay with the topic.
Happily, I think relationships show us something useful. Sometimes we don't want the thing another person has. We want the feeling around it.
Give me an example.
Maybe I see someone traveling every month. Do I really want to live in airports and pack bags every week?
You complain when your flight is 20 minutes late, so probably not.
Exactly. Maybe I just want more excitement in my own week.
That makes sense. Or I see someone run a marathon, but I don't actually want to run 26 miles.
Ava, you get annoyed when you forget your phone in the car and have to walk back.
That is true. Maybe I don't want the marathon, maybe I want their discipline.
Right. So the useful question is, do I want the thing, do I want the feeling, or do I only hate feeling behind?
I really like that. It stops us from copying another person's life without thinking.
Exactly. Someone makes homemade bread and suddenly I feel unsuccessful.
Lucas, bread is not a personality test.
I know that in my heart, but the bread looks very confident.
Now you are jealous of bread.
This episode is becoming difficult for me.
Another problem is that the finish line keeps moving.
Yes, you think, if I get this job, I will finally feel successful.
Then you get the job, but somebody has a better title.
Then you want more money.
Then a nicer apartment.
Then a bigger vacation.
Then more free time, better clothes, better fitness, something else.
So if your idea of success always comes from other people, the target never stays in one place.
That is why having your own idea of a good life matters.
Not a perfect life, just a good life that fits you.
Maybe I want enough money, work I enjoy, some free time, close friends, and a peaceful home.
Another person may want a very big career and may happily work much longer hours.
Both can be okay. The problem starts when I use their goal to judge my life.
Exactly. We can admire someone without borrowing their whole plan.
Okay, I want to change the pace for a minute. Let's do a quick comparison game.
I did not agree to a game, but I know you will make me play anyway.
Correct. I give you a situation. You tell me if the comparison is useful or useless.
Fine, I am ready to be judged.
Your friend learns to cook simple, healthy meals, and you also want to eat better.
Useful. I can ask what recipes he started with and learn one easy meal.
Good. A stranger online owns a sports car, and now you suddenly feel poor.
Useless. I don't even want a sports car. I would be nervous every time I parked it.
Fair. Your coworker speaks clearly in meetings and you want to become more confident.
Useful. I can notice what they do well and practice one skill.
Your cousin gets married and you suddenly feel like your life is late.
Useless, because their relationship is not a schedule for mine.
Very safe answer, Lucas.
I knew that question was a trap.
Maybe. Your turn.
You see a woman who is very organized, and you want to become a little more organized too.
Useful if I take one small habit and do not try to become her completely.
Good. You see someone with perfect hair at 7 in the morning.
Useless and a little suspicious.
Ava,
Nobody should look that good before coffee.
you do.
Excuse me?
I mean, sometimes. It was just an observation.
That answer came very quickly, Lucas.
I have eyes. This is not a scientific claim.
Your ears are getting red.
They are absolutely normal. Please continue the educational game.
Fine. You hear another learner speaking English much better than you.
That can be useful if you ask, what can I learn from this person?
Exactly. Many English learners hear someone speaking fast and think, my English is terrible.
But maybe that person has practiced 5 years longer.
Or maybe they use simple phrases very well. Maybe their pronunciation is clear. Maybe they practice every day.
Then comparison can become information instead of a reason to attack yourself.
I like that. You don't need their whole ability. Just notice one useful thing.
Same with money, fitness, work, or cooking. Learn one habit if it helps you.
And remember that you often see the result, not the boring middle.
That boring middle is huge. Someone plays guitar beautifully, but you don't see the months when they sounded terrible.
Do you play guitar?
I owned a guitar for 6 months.
That was not my question.
I learned 3 chords, hurt my fingers, and decided music had enough people already.
That is one of the least inspiring stories I've heard.
Thank you. I believe in honest storytelling.
But your story proves the point. Beginners are supposed to be beginners.
Exactly. We shouldn't compare our first month with someone else's 5th year.
English learners especially need to remember that. One learner studies 2 hours a day, another has only 20 minutes after work.
Their speed will be different, and that doesn't mean one person is failing.
Different does not always mean worse.
And slower doesn't always mean wrong.
That was nice.
I'm having an excellent day, Ava.
Don't get too confident.
There it is. I knew the kindness would end.
I have to keep you balanced.
I appreciate the service.
Now let's talk about social media, because comparison can become very fast there.
Yes, you open your phone to watch one cooking video, and 5 minutes later, you need better abs, a bigger kitchen, a new passport, and a morning routine.
And a giant plant.
Please stop mentioning the plant. I'm already insecure.
Social media can show you 10 different scoreboards in a few minutes.
Career, money, fitness, relationships, travel, home, clothes, hobbies.
Your body is sitting on the couch, but your brain is taking 8 exams.
And somehow you failed tests you never agreed to take.
That's why I think we need a very simple reset when comparison starts.
Please make it simple. If it has 17 steps, I will compare myself with people who can remember 17 steps.
3 steps only. First, name the category.
So ask, what am I comparing right now? Career, money, looks, relationship, English, something else.
Exactly. Sometimes you say, my whole life is bad, when actually one small area is making you feel insecure.
Insecure means not feeling very confident or sure about yourself.
Right. Maybe I feel insecure about work today. That doesn't mean everything in my life is wrong.
What is step 2?
Check the information. Ask, do I really know enough to make this comparison?
I like that one. You may know someone bought a home, but you don't know how long they saved.
Maybe their family helped. Maybe they live somewhere cheaper. Maybe buying a home was their biggest goal for years.
We don't need to imagine something bad about them. We can just admit we don't know the full story.
Exactly. Then step 3 is choose your response. Learn or leave.
If there's something useful, learn from it. If there's nothing useful, leave the comparison alone.
Your friend starts a business and you also want one. Ask questions.
A stranger owns a luxury car and you don't even care about cars. Leave it.
You don't need to turn every success you see into homework for your own life.
That line should save people a lot of unnecessary work.
Someone runs every morning. You don't have to run.
Someone starts a business. You don't need to start one.
Someone gets married. You do not need to download a dating app before dinner.
Especially not because your cousin posted wedding pictures.
Someone buys a beautiful home. You can simply say, "That's nice," and continue eating your sandwich.
That sounds peaceful. I want that future.
I think people also feel ashamed when comparison creates envy.
Envy is a harder word. It means the uncomfortable feeling you may get when another person has something you want.
And you feeling a little envy doesn't mean you're a terrible friend.
You can love someone and still have one small uncomfortable feeling when something good happens for them.
The important part is what you do with it.
If I feel envy because my friend travels a lot, maybe travel is something I really want.
Then you can save money and plan a trip.
But maybe I only want the exciting photos.
Then perhaps you need one fun Saturday, not 6 plane tickets.
That is much cheaper advice.
If I feel envy when someone speaks confidently, maybe confidence is something I want to build.
So the feeling can give you information, but it does not have to control your mood.
Exactly. Humans are messy. We can feel 2 things at the same time.
Good. That means this podcast is finally realistic.
You have been waiting for an excuse for the mess.
For years.
I also want to say something about the phrase, "I'm behind."
That phrase can sound much bigger than the real problem.
Exactly. If I say, "I'm behind in life," it sounds like my whole life has missed a bus.
Very dramatic.
But maybe I am only behind on one goal.
Or maybe it is not even your goal. Maybe you borrowed it from someone else.
So ask, behind in what?
Career, money, English, a personal plan. Make the feeling specific.
When it becomes specific, it often feels less scary.
Ava, what is one thing you used to compare a lot?
Being organized. I used to see people with perfect calendars, perfect desks, perfect morning routines.
And you tried to become one of them?
Yes, I planned every hour of one day.
How long did the plan survive?
Until lunch.
That is impressive in the wrong direction.
I hated it. At 10:15, my calendar told me to answer emails, but I wanted coffee.
A serious personal crisis.
Very serious. I learned that I like some structure, but I also need freedom.
So you learned from organized people without becoming a copy of them.
Exactly. What about you?
Productivity. I used to compare myself with people who wake up at 5 in the morning and finish half their day before breakfast.
What happens when you wake up at 5?
I become a worse person.
At least you're honest.
I tried it for 1 week. By day 4, I was angry at sunlight.
Lucas, sunlight did nothing to you.
It came through the window like it had something to prove.
So, what did you learn?
I work better a little later. I can still be productive. I don't need someone else's morning routine.
That is such a useful idea. You can learn from people without trying to become them.
Take what helps. Leave what doesn't.
And some progress is hard to show anyway. Maybe you became better at saying no, saving a little money, or staying calm in a difficult week.
Yes, nobody gives you a trophy because you answered an uncomfortable email without overthinking it for 3 days.
That sounds very specific.
I have lived a rich and difficult life, Ava.
But you're right. Quiet progress can matter a lot, even when it doesn't look exciting in a photo.
So if someone else has a big visible win, don't forget the smaller wins in your own life.
Not because your wins are better, but because they're still real and they still count.
Exactly. Comparison becomes less powerful when you remember your life has value outside the categories people usually show.
Before Word Tour, I want to ask everyone listening something.
Yes, let's make the comments interesting today.
Complete this sentence in the comments. I compare myself most when...
Then add one more sentence if you can. For example, I compare myself most when I hear other people speaking English. I'm trying to focus on my own progress.
That gives you a little English practice, and we also get to know what our listeners really struggle with.
And if this conversation feels useful or makes you laugh, tap like. It tells us you want more easy, natural conversations like this.
If you're new here, subscribe to Modern English Podcast and practice with us again.
We promise not every episode will attack my cooking, my guitar, and my plants.
I never made that promise.
Okay, I should have checked the contract.
Okay, before we finish, let's do a short word tour. Only a few harder words and phrases today.
Our first word is milestone.
A milestone is an important point or achievement in your life or progress.
Finishing school can be a milestone. Getting your first job can be a milestone. Moving to a new city can also be one.
You could say different people reach important milestones at different times.
Our next word is envy.
Envy is that uncomfortable feeling when another person has something you want.
You could say, I felt a little envy when my friend told me about her new job.
Our next phrase is measure up.
Measure up means to be as good or successful as you think you should be.
For example, sometimes I worry that I don't measure up to people my age.
You could say, if I always compare myself with others, success becomes a moving target.
So today we learned milestone, envy, measure up, and moving target.
4 useful ones, not 20 words that disappear from your brain before dinner.
Exactly. Now, Lucas, let's go back to the beginning for 1 second.
Your dangerous coffee conversation with the successful friend group.
Yes, the funny thing is, I'm genuinely happy for them.
I know, comparison can be confusing because you can be happy for someone and still question yourself for a moment.
But their progress does not remove mine.
And their good month does not make your month bad.
I may not have started a business or booked Italy, but I did things that mattered to me.
And your home is still warm and elegant.
You came back to that again?
I care about accurate information.
You are very committed to furniture today.
Deeply committed, Ava.
Interesting.
Please do not investigate further.
Fine. And to everyone listening, next time someone else's progress makes you feel behind, don't judge your whole life in 1 minute.
Ask what you're comparing, whether you really want the same thing, and whether there's anything useful to learn.
Remember, you're not competing with one imaginary perfect person made from the best parts of everybody you know.
Thank goodness, because my imaginary man now cooks, fixes sinks, speaks Spanish, wakes up at 5, and owns several healthy plants.
At this point, Lucas, he should start paying rent.
Exactly. He's been living in my head for this entire episode.
One last time, write this in the comments. I compare myself most when...
Finish it in simple English.
We really want to read your answers, and your comment may help another learner realize they're not the only one.
Like the episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Modern English Podcast and keep practicing with us.
Your progress does not need to look like somebody else's progress. Keep learning at a pace that fits your real life.
Thanks for spending this time with us. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. And if you own a very healthy plant, please do not send me pictures.
Okay, Ava. Bye, everyone, and keep enjoying your own journey.